Hello everybody and welcome to Wytchwood. This is a game by Alientrap and Whitethorn Digital and will be our Yuletide offering for the next few days. So I hope you guys enjoy it. It is very well reviewed as far as I can see on Steam, so I've got high hopes. This game came out a couple of weeks ago and I am very much looking forward to seeing what it's like, so let's jump in. Once upon a time, there lived an odd little witch in an odd little house. Well, that sounds like me. She spent most of her days tending to her odd little garden and resting in her odd little chair. Yeah, that's my retirement right there. On this day, however, her sleep is interrupted by an odd little noise. Bah! Does anyone else, does this remind you of like Funny Bones? In the dark, dark house, there was a dark, dark chair. There was a dark, dark... I can't even remember how it went. I just remember in a dark, dark house, there was a dark, dark something, and a dark, dark something, and a dark, dark something. But I'll read it to you later. Let's go back to the goat. Bah! Who's there? I'm going to get up. That's me! Wow, I was not expecting the helmet. That's awesome. Okay. So click or use F to interact. Wow, there's quite the interactions here. Well, let's interact with the goat first. What are you doing in my house? I mean, I suppose witches are supposed to have goats. Because goats are really good at finding, like, remedies for things. Because goats can eat anything. Because they know how to find the remedies for it. I don't know, or is that me reading too much Harry Potter? I'm not sure. You devil, how dare you wake a young lady from her beauty sleep? I think when Avak was young, he used to know a white witch who had a goat. Blah! Shoo shoo, get out of my house, you mindless beast, you're making a mess. With a swift kick in the rump, you boot the goat through the front door. Did I not get a choice? When did this place get so cluttered? I could have sworn I swept the hearth just yesterday. First things first, my old grimoire must be around here somewhere. This is definitely me. I get into like my tunnel vision sort of concentrating mode and do like a million videos on YouTube, or I do a big old stream or something like that. And then I look around and it's like, you know that that meme with the little dog that's sitting down and the house is on fire? That's how I feel my house is after like a big sesh of doing work. It's awful. Okay. And then I get like really, really like totally into cleaning the house and, and then everything else gets behind. So, you know. Anyway, first things first, my old grimoire must be around here somewhere. Okay, so we're looking for the grimoire. You don't want to know about the problems of my life because they really aren't very highly problematic. So is it in the cauldron? I doubt it. Is it over here? This looks like it might be a grimoire. Aha, here it is. It's lighter than I recall. Someone's been stealing pages from my grimoire, or the witch has been working out and it just feels. Probably pages have gone. Your grimoire contains all of your craftable recipes. You can open it any time by pressing H. Okay. It's my recipe book. Well, I'm pressing G. Wow, loads of reagents, loads of spells. Cool. Inventory. Okay, about the same inventory space as something like Animal Crossing would have. That's all right. A map that so far just shows my house. It is a map of my house. Oh, and look, you can zoom out a little bit. Okay. And a journal. First things first, and that is tracked. Open your grimoire, find your grimoire. Okay, we have done. All of my recipes are missing. That damnable creature has chewed up all the pages off my book. Oh no, the goat ate the paper. Of all the things it could have eaten. Where's my belt? I needed to carry my things. If I go confront the beast. I must have left it in that trunk over there. I really hope that's just so your pants don't fall down rather than because you want to hit the goat with it. We're going to assume... braided belt is round your waist, mate. It's round your waist. Also, those are some interesting feet. What very interesting feet you have, my dear. I don't think the witch is a human. Just gonna put that out there right now. I think the witch might be an owl or something. And that cloak of feathers could be wings. Dope-a-doo, dope-a-doo. Let's get to a position where I can open a chest. Braided belt. Conkers! Empire nuts. That's a conker. And a rope and a seeker vine. And stick them all in my inventory. Ooh, for my poor back. How long was I napping for? A good dose of medicine ought to soothe these aching bones before I head outside. This is definitely my retirement. Oh, I just need some ibuprofen before I go to the shop. At least I still have the recipe for my mending poultice. Okay, let's go. So, let's have a look at mending poultice. And for that we need 2 forest herbs and 1 hag shroom. Okay, so I figure we probably need to go... Oh no, that looks like a forest herb. And there's some hag shrooms already here. How perfect. And look, there's another forest. And plus, we are tidying up at the same time. How good is that? This place really is a mess. I mean, look at all those burnt out candles everywhere. And there's literally, like, plants coming through the floor. I mean, come on, witch. Step it up. Right, so we need to add... Actually, I keep thinking I should be going to the cauldron. I think Alchemy Story has sort of biased me here, but... I actually need to be going in here and crafting. Oh, you hold to craft, okay. Or you hold F, but I just left-clicked. It seems to work quite well. So now we have a mending spell for my back. So I figure I press 1 to use. Right-click to heal myself. Ah, very nice. Okay. Now we can go outside. To the outside! And then the map will show the outside, hopefully. Overgrown yard. You step into a humid marsh and immediately stub your toe on a twisted root. Ugh, you haven't even done the gardening. That sounds like me too. Yep, I am definitely getting a glimpse into my own future here. Ouch, close your eyes for a wink. And the next thing you know, the whole yard's gone to the weeds. How long have you been sleeping for? Somewhere in the distance you can hear braying through the dense bramble. Where'd that cross-eyed billy goat get to? How he could at least put those gnashes to good use on this lawn. Press tab to open your map and get a better look at your surroundings. So you can also just go into like your inventory. Was it H to get into your grimoire? So I think H will open this. And then also tab. Well, I'll probably mostly use tab and then click through because it's usually easier for me to just remember one button. So if tab will open this up, that's probably what I'll do. Rather than having to remember, oh, I've got to find H on the keyboard. And I don't even like touch type very well, so I never know where buttons are anyway. Okay, so map. Zoom in, zoom out. Billy Goat is over there. He beckons without fingers. For he is a goat and has no fingers. Oh, look, some more hag shrew and stuff. Hello. Hello, mate. Bah. Is that all you've got to say for yourself? Bah. I don't know if that was quite the word, but that's what came out of my mouth. The goat coughs up a disgusting hairball. Ah, yes. Hello. Hello? Can you hear me now? What? You talked the whole time? Apologies, it's been so long since I've used a mortal vessel. Ugh, there's dirt in its mouth. Pleh, pleh. You can talk? Of course I can talk. Has your mind become so filled with cobwebs that you've forgotten your old friend? You wound me, madam. It's good to see you up and about. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever awaken, though I suppose time flows strangely in this place. Anyway, I've come to collect. Do you have the amount we agreed upon? What? When did we loan this goat money? Or did this goat loan us money? I don't know. Amount? Amount of what? Oh dear. If you really don't remember, we should go over the contract details again. Down there. The goat nods its head towards the ancient stone gateway looming nearby. Are you like a demon? Did I do a contract with a demon? Is this why I'm a bird in disguise? And just how am I supposed to get through that solid rock? You're the one who sealed it last. Take a closer look, and I'm sure it'll come back to you. Witch's Eye. Open your Witch's Eye with G to inspect objects and creatures and discover their weaknesses. Let's discover your weakness. I'll help you out, trust me. An oddly shaped fungus with an evil odour. An unusually large standing stone wrapped with enchanted engravings. Unveiling powder. Okay. The goat has no weaknesses. So that's pretty cool. Can I go into tab and go into Witch's Eye? I want to know if there's another way to go into Witch's Eye at all. Don't underestimate your senses, my dear. You may be old, but you can see things others cannot. Hidden weaknesses lying below the surface. Ah, I can see it now. There are shallow runes etched into the surface of the stone. But they're too faint for me to read. A powder of unveiling ought to do the trick. If you hadn't made a snack of my book, I wouldn't have to retranscribe my recipes. I shall not be held liable for any losses or inconveniences incurred as a result of abyssal possession. Yeah, definitely a demon then. By inspecting objects and creatures, you can learn new recipes to craft in your grimoire. I'm liking this game, actually. More than I thought I would. More than it is. It's actually, like, one of these ones that's better. It has a good story and good humour, and it's, like, better than the screenshots look. Some games are like that. You play them, and they're just, like, they really draw you in, and this is seemingly one of them. So I am going to be quite happy, provided the puzzles aren't too hard. Sometimes that can scupper a game for me a little bit. Because I feel a lot of pressure sometimes to do puzzles quickly. Which I shouldn't do, I shouldn't care, but I do. So back at my house, let's do unveiling potions. So I need one of two, two of one. So I need more of these Seeker vines. You find them in the swamp. Okay, let's go back out and see if we can find a Seeker vine. I need to remember I don't need to go back inside to do things like that. Look, I've got my garden. This is my garden. I'm wondering if I'll be able to plant in here at some point. But for now, let's just grab the Seeker vines. It would be really cool if I could. I mean, it looks very much like it should be something I should be able to plant in. And it did, I'm sure it said something about collect magic ingredients. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I think it's just an adventure game. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be any, like, gardening in it. It doesn't say in the blurb that there's gardening, so I'm not going to promise it to you if it's not going to be there. But that looks like the ideal place for a little witchy garden, if anything is going to have it. Right, so I can now make this, I think. Yes. Okay, so crafted unveiling powder. So let's go over to here and reveal. Here we are, shrine entrance. You smear a handful of the glowing powder onto the runes of the doorway. A cool blue light emanates from the glyphs and envelops the entrance in its aura. You squint, attempting to discern the meaning of the letters. They appear to be in some obscure runic alphabet. What gibberish is this? It looks like it was carved by a frightened hen. It must be written in the umbral tongue. Allow me to translate. The goat steps up to the doorway and pauses. Well, what does it say? The goat swings its shaggy head towards you. Dark, matted wool obscures the creature's beady eyes. I cannot see. Unbelievable. What help are you then? I didn't come here to help. I came here to collect. Now do something about this mop of hair, would you? Fine, fine. I think I have some rusty old shears down in the garden. Okay, let's go get the shears. In my garden chest. Okay, so now the garden chest will open. And we have rusty shears and some more rope. Lovely. Haha, we're gonna cut you up, goat. Okay. Snip, 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 snip. With much protesting and a nicked ear, you shear away clumps of dirty hair from the goat's eyes. Ah, much better. Oh my, were you always this grotesque, or is my memory failing me as well? Watch your tongue, or I'll give it a good snip too. Now, can you read the runes or not? Yes, A space beneath, she sleeps alone. Tokens given up to the unknown. Fires of 4 shall unroot the stone. Braziers burn and await the crone. Crone? Who's it called like a crone? And what are these tokens I need to burn? Perhaps you ought to take a closer look at those braziers. Well, it's certainly giving me enough to go on. Braziers. These are the braziers, right? 4 braziers. Let's have a look with my witch's eye. Blue feather, dog hair, frog slime, shiny stone. Okay. Dog hair, bird feather, frog slime, and shiny stone. I don't suppose she swallowed up any of those things while I was asleep. I don't think so, but feel free to sift through this creature's leavings if you want to be completely sure. However, there's a whole world outside this little swamp, you know. See that gateway over there, the one with the lovely green flame? The goat motions to the far side of your yard. I guess a brisk walk in the woods would do these creaky joints some good. Too much time indoors is bad for the humours. Okay, let's go. Green flame. La 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 la, where's the way to the forest? Green flame, we're looking for a green flame. Alright, okay, there's a green flame. So do we use the shears? It says clear a way to the forest. Oh, okay, so clear that. There we are. Snipping and tearing, your shears make short work of the bramble. Nice, into the darkness we go. So we're looking for blue feather, dog hair, slimy frog thing, and shiny stone. You cut your way through the remaining vines and suddenly step into a cold stone dais. Time seems to flow backwards, or maybe it speeds forwards. An oppressive, star-filled void stretches as far as you can see. Though there's no wind or sound in this void, a warm fall breeze and the chirping of birds seizes your attention. A doorway. So that goes to back home. There's a hearth seed. There are several places we can go to, but it looks like this is the one to the forest that is open right now. So let's go to the forest. Take a little drink. We need a drink to go to the forest with. A simple trap is what I need. Okay. We're only looking for, well, dog hair, a shiny stone. Well, these stones look kind of like shiny stones. You have a blue bird on you. That might be good for a feather. Birdwatcher. The woman spins around on her heels so quickly she nearly hits you with her spyglass. Ah, you startled me. Can't you see I'm busy with my scientific research? Research? What is it you're looking for with that contraption? Why, the famed indigo-tufted forest lark. They're said to be native to this forest, and this forest only. Have you seen one? Perchance. You glance upward at the small blue bird perched atop the oblivious woman's hat. I haven't, sorry. A shame. Well, it's never too late to open one's eyes to the wonders of the natural world. You never know what you'll discover. She points at a nearby woodland critter, stuffing its cheeks with seeds. Take that squirrel, for example. Spend a few moments watching its behaviour. You'll learn everything you need to know about it. Observation is key. Now, if you don't mind, I wouldn't want to miss making an exciting new discovery. The blue bird glances vacantly at you before pooping on the brim of the woman's hat. Okay, so there are these guys all around. There's a twig there. I can hear frogs. Or crickets or something along those lines. Hello. A woodsman. Aye, you there. Give me a hand, would you? With what? You seem to have everything under control. These stumps aren't going anywhere. My darn useless son was supposed to help me, but he's wandered off again. Probably to go bother frogs and eat bugs or some such nonsense. Anyway, I need help clearing away some of these dead logs. It's late in the season and the wood has started to rot. Just be careful of the purple mushrooms that sometimes grow inside. They'll make you powerful sleepy if you breathe in the spores. As much as I do love poisonous fungi, I'm not much of a lumberjack. Nonsense. Anyone can experience the joys of splitting a fine stump. Here, my boy won't be missing his hatchet. Aha! The woodsman spins a sharp-looking hatchet in his hands and thrusts a handle at you. Take it. So now we can go places where we need to have a hatchet. So let's get the hatchet out there. Maybe we'll split a stump. And grab some of these lovely purple mushrooms. They look fun. Oh, that's amazing. loads of things to collect. Obviously, I want to collect everything I find while I'm looking for these things. Another little nut up there. What's G over the squirrel? Snap trap. A wooden spring snare for catching the smaller denizens of the forest, useful against birds, squirrels, and rats. It's definitely something I'm going to need. Well, I think I've cut everything that I'm allowed to cut. There's something there, the ashes. I could dig out some coals with the right tool, so we don't have a spade yet. I'll have to try and remember that that's there. Get to chopping. I already been chopping. But that might be as much as we need to do with him anyway. The hatchet might break this apart. Yeah, so from now on we're allowed to like hatchet open all of the bits and bobs around the woods, which is amazing. I wonder where I'm going to find a trap. Let's have a look and see if the recipe has opened up. It has indeed. So I need some wicker work. And I can use the wicker work to craft a trap. Okay. So now what I need is one of those little squirrely dudes. So they're about the place. There. Yeah, set the trap. Oh gosh, okay, that was very quick. Rodent lard and a meaty morsel. Well, thank you for the help with that one, bird lady, but that was not a thing that I needed there. So I hope I didn't waste that trap. I need us to go into a place where there's a lot of birds. More stuff I can get, the better, I imagine. Yeah, go where there's a lot of birds landing and try and pop a trap down there, I imagine. I notice I have hearts, so I imagine something's going to probably come and try and get me at some point. Yeah, where am I going to get dog's hair, though? Have I chopped enough now? Clearly not. But yeah, I definitely do need to trap a bird, I would say. So I'll look with my witch's eye. Yeah, so snap trap will get those as well. So let's have a look in my grimoire. I have enough rope left to do one more snap trap. And then I'm going to have to try and work out where to get some more rope after that. So I really do need to be... Right, there's my blue feather. I feel bad, but I have the blue feather. Hello. You look like you might be the sun. No, maybe not. Well-wisher. He's a well-wisher. Okay. Oh, man. Oh, geez. I don't know about this. You tap the man's shoulder and nearly tumbles headfirst into the well. Ah, what's the matter with you? I could have fallen in. And perhaps you shouldn't be leaning over the edge. Like some wobbly stalk. What's so interesting down the well anyway? Well, my grandpapa used to tell me that people drop all sorts of treasure down there, just waiting for someone to dig it up. Got myself a trowel, thought I'd give it a go. But the rope's out. And it looks awful dark and damp. I get goosebumps just thinking about all the ghoulies that might be lurking down there in the shadows. Ever consider that those ghoulies might get goosebumps thinking about you, lurking up here in the sunlight? No, not really. Not sure if that makes me feel any better about them, actually. Maybe the business of treasure hunting isn't for me after all. Here, why don't you take my trowel? I don't think I'll be needing it. You can go down into the well and see those ghoulies yourself. He offers you a small trowel. It looks like it's never been used. The old well is deep and dark. You might be able to climb down into it, but the rope has long since rotted away. I need reedy twine. I used all my reedy twine for snap traps. But unfortunately, I used one on a squirrel. I shouldn't have done. Otherwise, I would have enough, but never mind. Let's have a chat to this guy. Hello. Kilnman. Evening, Mom. Come to check on the pottery. I'm afraid I just fired the kilns up, so there'll be a while still. Pottery? Bah, I was just admiring that fine canine over there. You point to a scraggly-looking mutt patrolling the yard. May I give her a petting? Oh, you can try, but I wouldn't if you value your fingers. She's a touch bitey today, doesn't much like people going near the ovens. I have a way with animals. Surely I can find something to calm her down. Weaknesses, shears, and a soporific morsel. Okay. Can we make a soporific morsel, or is that something I need to find? It is now something I can apparently make. Right, so soporific morsel requires soporific potion and some meat, which I do have. Soporific potion requires the forest well, a jar of water. Right, so I'm going to need the rope first. Oh man, why did I use all my ropes up? Got to be another way to find a rope. In fact, can I make one at all? No. Reedy twine. You can find it in the forest, the village, or the fields. A widget woven, a good frame to start building around. But that's fine. I'll just keep looking until I find something. I want to see if I can go back to the woodcutter. Because the woodcutter had something I could dig. What are you? With disintegrate in my hands, I need my net. I do not have a net. So I guess that's going to be boinging around until I do have a net. I think that's like a jumping ember or something. I wish I hadn't used my reedy twine. Let's keep going. Looks like I'm not allowed to go there. So as far as the map is concerned, like I've been everywhere, except we might be able to go up that road and down that road. Have a quick look around here then and see if there's anywhere we can go that will give us reedy twine. Nope. There's fairies here. Oh goodness, that's so sweet. Flower petals. I can almost tell that she's gonna get a net and like grab the fairies and put them in a potion or something. It's just the sort of thing a witch would do, right? It doesn't look like I can go down there at all. Elusive amphibians. Well, that would probably be the way. An abundance of frogs, but they are slippery. That might be some way to use my net. But yes, I really do hope that there's no soft lock on the ropes and there is a place to find them. Hello. Ragamuffin! Oi lady, what's with that great stinking pot on your head? I would ask the same about all those stinking frogs in your trousers. Ah, you're just jealous. The boy fumbles between trying to wrangle all his frogs and swiping ineffectually at wayward fireflies and with a shoddy-looking bug neck. Juggling a little more than you can handle, eh? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish, flailing about like that? You daft, my frogs are hungry, so I've got to catch some of these fireflies to feed them. He takes another wild swing, missing his target entirely. Why don't you let me take a few of those frogs off your hands for a moment? I would let you swing the net properly. Oh, I see how it is. You're after your precious prizes. How about I give you the net and you catch me some fireflies? And maybe I'll think about trading you one of my froggies. Great, we get a net and frogs that way. Fantastic. Need a little drink. Okay. I have a net. Let's see if we can catch a firefly with them. That was fairly simple. Well, those hoppers aren't going to stick around with empty bellies. The faster you catch those fireflies, the faster we can eat. I mean, the frogs can eat. Oh, I need 5. Okay. Lovely stuff. Why is there like a mushroom man there? Come back here, I'll chop you good. I got a changeling root. I'm getting all sorts of interesting things that I might need later on, but no rope yet. Can I catch the fairy? I need to know. Oh, fairy dust. Yes. I knew that would be a thing. So you've got fairy dust. Come here, firefly. Fireflies. Ragamuffin, well, these hoppers aren't going to stick around with empty bellies. The faster you catch those fireflies, the faster we can eat. I mean, the frogs can eat. Okay. There's your fireflies. The boy shakes the jar, rattling the captured insects like pennies in a piggy bank. Oh, those are nice and juicy. The lads are going to feast tonight. Now, about our deal. You agreed to trade me one of your pets there. Ha ha ha, what deal? I don't remember making no deal. A frog squirms out of the boy's overalls and plops down by his feet with a wet slap. Dang it, there goes Slippery Pete. He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbush. Ah, shucks. I've never liked him anyway. If you can catch him, he's all yours. Come here, Slippery Pete. Got him. Right. So now we need the shiny stone and the dog hair. I imagine they're going to be down the well. I'll have a really good look around everywhere and see if I can find another rope. Otherwise, I'm starting again. Any chests or anything like that. And I've got my net. I can grab this thing. Oh, campfire ember. Okay, well let's try again to see if I can catch it while it's alight. That's the one. Hello. And that was a soot sprite. I found a soot sprite. I'm enjoying all the different ways of catching things. Let's grab the ember as well. But yeah, where am I going to find a rope now? I've looked everywhere now. Well, I think I have. I probably haven't. The chest up there. Well, darn it. It didn't have any rope in it. Empty jars. Don't bite me, don't bite me. Some soot and things over there. No more ropes. I may need to see about whether I can find any in my forest. It does say that there are some here though. The forest, the village, or the fields. I'm kind of like, well, if it says there are ropes here, then there are ropes here. I just haven't found them yet. There then, can I hatchet my way in? Can I look at the gate? Bars a witch's way until it deigns to open. Okay. Well, that sucks then. I could, a lot of things do seem to respawn, so I am going to go back, I think, and have a look in all the chests where the ropes were originally. And see if that's a little way out of my little sort of mini soft lock thing I got going here. I'll find my way. What are you watching me for? Watch the birds. Oh, there's a meaty morsel hiding there. Okay. Good to know. Let's go back to my my forest. My house. And we'll see if there are any ropes around there. Because I'm finding loads of cool stuff. I've got an inventory full of cool stuff, but I'm really not finding anything to help me. So let's see if my home has any respawns in the chests or anything. Or anything that I've just not seen. Oh, right. Oh, righty-ho. Yes, that's how we get them. Instantly. Right, let's go and make a rope. I am very glad that was all it took. Because I was a little concerned for just a moment there that that might have been like the end of it. But it didn't seem like the sort of game where it would allow you to do that. That would have been particularly cruel, I felt. So I was like, well, I'm sure there must be a way to get that rope. So the rope hopefully will get me the stone and the well water that I need to make the morsel to get the dog hair. And then we are done. And I would say at that point we will probably end the episode there. So let's just finish that off. I'm just going to grab like all the reagents because I love to have lots of reagents in my inventory. Okay, so reedy twine. You toss a length of strong homemade rope down into the darkness. It seems like it should support you without much fuss. There, we've got a rope now so we can go into the well. Perfect. We may find a shiny stone down here if we're lucky. Gold coins too. The clay is packed. I'll need a trowel. Okay. I have one, luckily. Some clay there. Lovely. I am hoping that I will find a shiny stone. Finding lots of clay, which is fine. But clay is not stone. I also need to find well water. I'm not sure how I'm going to get well water. Locked chest. I could collect some water with a jar. Right, I need a jar then. Do I have a way? Yay, shiny stones. Who are you? Something stirs inside but does not emerge. Okay, well, apparently he wants to be left alone, so we should do that. Weakness is empty. Oh, I've got 2 empty jars. I got them from the yes, from the doggy bit. So actually, by not having the rope and looking around really thoroughly, I've actually saved myself some trips back, which is wonderful. Right, so now what I need to do is try and make this. So I need to make this first. Soporific potion. For those of you that are not looking at what I'm doing, because I do try and read things out where I can. And I can use that to make soporific morsel, which I can hopefully use to make the dog a little happier with me. And that is the last thing I need for this. Weaknesses are unknown. The key will have to be found later. Thank you. Thank you for telling me that and not just letting me look around for it for 5 million years and then be really disappointed. That's super nice of the game, that is. I appreciate a game that does that. To the surface. So there we are. We've been down the well. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, so now we can go up to the dog. Which I think is this way. Yeah. And we're going to give him a soporific morsel. And then we're going to use the shears on him. There is my hair of dog. The frog slime, blue feather, shiny stone, and dog hair. That's all I need for those braziers. I should head back home now. So now we can go to the underworld. So I'm going to just quickly head back. And then I shall say goodbye to you and we'll open them next episode. I am an evil witch, right? That's what I'm supposed to do. But it is about time, so I don't want to start anything too new or lengthy before the end of the episode. Yeah, so let's go into the decay. The decay, I like that name. Back home. And then we've got, we're going to go and stand over by these braziers and we are going to light them next time. So I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, then please do leave me a like below. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. I'll let you know when those videos are out. I hope to see you next time. In the meantime, please look after yourselves and keep being awesome.